Hey, it's Liz from Thrice, and it is Web3 Wednesday. We recently talked about smart accounts or ERC 4337 tokens, and I'll put a link to that in these notes. And the goal of this smart account is to create utility or usefulness to regular people who are not tech savvy but want to understand what's going on in this new world of Web3 and NFTs. And music is a cool way for people to start to get some of that utility. And NFTs can be a lot of things. They can be access passes to membership clubs or let you get into a specific community. They can be tickets to events or keys that unlock certain goods and services. Last week, we spoke about the Metaverse Fashion Week, and anybody who was a Adidas NFT holder was able to get a free digital jacket as part of that. And that's an example of some utility for holding an NFT. And art, digital art has been something that's really dominated the NFT market alongside speculative flipping of NFTs. But artists have a lot more control of their work with an NFT and more direct access to royalties and the like. So this has become something quite popular in both, visual arts as well as music. And recently, Spotify introduced something called a token gated playlist. Essentially, what happens is you connect your crypto wallet, whether that's a MetaMask or Coinbase wallet or what have you. And if you're holding a specific NFT from a collection, it will unlock a playlist that has been curated for that particular community. And this is kind of cool for any of the holders of tokens of these communities because they get this perk just for being a holder. So one of the three collections that Spotify launched with is with Fluff World. And believe it or not, I, along with some friends, spent a ridiculous amount of money together buying one of these Fluff World NFTs early in 2022. We own number 4171. You can check it out online. And if you click on it, it actually moves and there's music associated with it. And it's kind of a hip, cool avatar looking rabbit thing. And now we have access to a special playlist that is on Spotify that has been curated for any holders of one of these fluff NFTs. Similarly, Ticketmaster is also doing something with token gating and launching events. So a very popular metal band called Avenged Sevenfold, they had launched an NFT collection called Death Bats Club, and it was a 10,000 unit collection. And all of the people who hold one of those were able to go online and buy tickets to an upcoming show in LA in advance of the regular public getting these tickets. Now, okay, so they're big super fans and they're getting early access, which is great, but also it prevented all the sort of scalpers that like to come in on Ticketmaster and buy up all these tickets and then resell them to people. So people here were able to get these tickets at the normal couple $100 price, not $700, $800, or $1,000 that scalpers were charging later. They also plan to tie in merchandise with these token gated events and do special CD releases and give out POAPs, which is proof of attendance tokens that are free. Now, many fans remain sort of unconvinced that they should buy an NFT in order to be part of this community. And so bands like Avenged Sevenfold are also going to give out tokens for free to people on Polygon Network or other places where it's not very expensive in terms of gas fees to do these drops. Now, of course, scalpers would also be able to get those free NFTs. So, they may still be able to kind of push the envelope on getting people to pay an awful lot. But in general, it is one more layer of community engagement, and hopefully a little bit more security than, what we're seeing just sort of in the regular Web 2 world. So this is your music edition of how NFTs can be useful. And with big companies like Spotify and Ticketmaster launching these types of programs, it's furthering the sort of more anybody can participate goals of Web3. And, this was, again, something that Ethereum is trying to make it easier for people to use these tools as the industry develops. So that's your music edition. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week on Web3 Wednesday.